shotgun hanging on my purse. I'm fit pop one more beer. Because he shed blood, I don't make that nigga my kid. Me and Cuz with slime at you 40, that's my twin. Make his so slide and we get up in the wind. Mama hate when I press that line, but I'm on his head. You know how I did, know I might end up dead. I be stressed out, sit down, burn me some med.
So I think my main objective in music in general is to inspire and test boundaries, you know. Obviously, you want to celebrate the fruits of your labor and have a good time, and you know, you don't do this for the shitty accolades. You do this for all the cool ones and that come with it. But I think down to like my core is like I know how important this tool is. What I want, what we're doing, what will happen is substantial growth and things that will be like pillars. There will be statues. They will be like things to which you can study and be like, this fucking worked. This continues to work. This, if you act like this, if you do things out of like, this is really how I feel, it will continue to work. So that's what music is to me, is like a responsibility. It has nothing to do with the accolades. You know, you can get, if you want to make money, music's still the fucking last thing you should do. You know how much money I've blown through? Like, how much money gets used on bad ideas and then you have to recoup? Like, so it's like, if I was trying to go make bread, I would have been a lawyer. I can talk real good, you know? I can talk very well. And I can finesse. I can do whatever it is I choose to and want to do. And that's including being a bad person. I just chose to hopefully take the right path.
The music is really just an extension of the person, and you know, just by seeing what he's been doing and what he continues to do for the community, and you know, for the local music scene, for the art scene, for the kids, it's just really inspiring. So I think I'm a big believer in, you know, what you put into this world you get back, and you know, I just think all this positive energy and all these good things he's doing continues to come back to him, and will continue to come back to him.
Just seeing the work ethic that he has, and coming from, you know, this area that we live, there's a lot of naysayers. There's no blueprint, you know, because there's nobody come, you know, before him, and there's nobody to really like look up to. So he's kind of like forming his own path, and those like me and the other ones that he, you know, surrounds himself with, you know, we're just here to, you know, and help him get there. And I know I speak for everybody else involved that, you know, he definitely serves as an inspiration to us.
I know I've been to every single show. I've been to the shows where there was one person in the crowd. I've been to the shows where it was sound check, and the same people that were there for sound check were there for the show, where nobody was there. I've seen the mishaps up on stage where he'd be like fumbling over his words or like forgetting something. And like, it's just the growth that he's had since like we started what we're doing has been exponential. Confidence on stage has changed a lot. He's always been confident. He's always had that confidence within himself and within the people around him that support him. But the growth has just been insane to see.
It was easy to see that early on that he wasn't going to give up, that he was going to keep going no matter what. And I mean, there's been some failures. I know we've been to some shows that weren't, you know, hardly any people in the crowd. But I doubt Bill would say those are failures. You know, everything's a win. You find some way to celebrate the victories, but as far as his career goes, he's just been always hustling, always moving forward. I think that, like I said, he had this concept of his rap, and the more and more he produces his albums and the more he does his shows and other events, it just really shows that he's fulfilling that prophecy.
Oh, it's crazy looking back. I mean, I remember when we were still at Simpson and he was doing the beats in the fraternity dorm rooms. I mean, he and the guys were just putting stuff together in little bitty dorm rooms. And it's crazy because, you know, in the beginning, it was kind of a lot of the similar kind of stuff. But as we've gotten older and as he's gotten more experience and more relationships with people in the industry, it's evolved from being more crisp sounding to having different kind of genres. He's hitting R&B, he's hitting rap, he's hitting a little bit of rock and stuff with our boy TK. So it's gone from basic music to evolutionary.
So the first one was like when we saw him on stage. I mean, it was just blew my mind. I can't speak for his mom, but we knew we had something going on once he started doing that too. So yeah, I'm thinking when it's his first performance that we took in. So yeah. Oh, absolutely. The crowd that was going off and cheering him on and everything. So he played into it.
Just him as a person, he just constantly strives to better himself. And over the years, every year, he's just constantly doing that. So it's good to not see him like ever fall back, or when he does, or if there's something that happens, he just uses that as fuel and motivation to push him over the next edge or push him to new boundaries. And I think that's something that I take away when I go through shit or like my struggles or whatever. Is just like, let me find a way to use that to push me over and beyond. So I think just constantly seeing him evaluate himself and being able to reflect on what he done, not even done wrong, but just to see what he can do better. I think that's very important and something that I'm glad that I see in him over the years.
All I want to do is keep creating, and there's no ruler to that, right? It's like that's endless. So it's like once you set one threshold or one benchmark, it's like, okay, well, we're gonna do all the things to get up there, and then we're gonna fucking go here, and then once we're here, it's like we're going there. And so it's like that's never gonna slow down. I know that's not how business works. Every business that I've ever studied or seen or been a part of has always studied what they did, learned from it, took their L's, licked their wounds, and got better.
Hey girls, please. It's been a while since you and I had a chance to catch up. Give me a call when you can. Love ya. Bye. Bye.
I've been reflecting lately, taking my time, debating opinions and making up my mind, counting blessings, steadily making do, working within the present, but dreaming of something new, and with stress for a second.